Hi, well this is another shop that I'm going to have to redo the video on, which is a shame, like I've said. This is a hat bag and shoe shop, appropriately named One Step Ahead. I just had to switch that off because the old scrap man's been round making such a row. Anyway, so I'll show you inside here. So if you hear this weird kind of noise in the background, it's the old scrap man coming round. Right, I have made the hats and the hat boxes, the bags and the shoe boxes. I will put a demo on after I've showed you around here, so if you want to look out for that. Now the hats and the hat boxes are pretty easy to do, but I have got a Cricut machine which has helped me make these little handbags. So if you notice, a lot of the bags are kind of the same shape. I mean, that one there is just made from leather, whereas this one here is the same kind of shape, but it's made from, well, it's material, but I stuck it to paper. But like I say, it's a little bit difficult to show you how to make those bags. Now I did make this bag just out of like folding the leather, so I suppose I could give you a demo on how I actually did that. So that's that. Oh, and I didn't make the shoes, although I did make that little pair of flip-flops there. That's quite cute to make. I studied my own flip-flops and copied them. That's what I kind of do. Have a look how things are done. So I will give you a demo after this, so just keep tuned. Now this is the upstairs, and I've tried to create, really without going into too much expense, like a workroom. Just reminds me of a place that I used to work at when I used to make my blinds. We're all crammed in one room sewing away. Here's like a little hat that's part made, so I can actually show you how I made the hats. Pretty simple. There's a whole pile of them there to be going on with. I mean, like these little samples, if I can I just made these out of bits of card, just like that, so really anything goes on this one. Little pair of scissors in a basket thing there, and some samples. All it did was just like roll up scrap bits of paper. So this room was going empty, and I thought, well, that's the best thing to do with it, really. Anyway, join me for any demos, which I'll put on at the end of this. I think I'll show you how to make the hats and the hat boxes, and if I can cram in making the handbags, well, that might be a totally separate video altogether. Anyway, stay tuned. Bye for now. Bye. Today I'm going to show you how I've made this little hat box, and the lid comes on and off, and it's pretty easy to do. Well, all my stuff's pretty easy to do. Right, so you're going to want 2 pieces of card cut into a strip, and basically the wider piece of card is just for the body, and you're going to have to cut 2 circles out. I use this punch here, but I'll just give you the sizes. Tell you what, for the body of the box, I'd say make a piece of up to 3 centimetres. This is not exactly on. It's kind of like 2 and 3/4 actually of a centimetre. Could tell you in mils, but anyway, up to 3 centimetres wide. and for the rim of the lid 1 centimetre wide. These, the circle, I've used this punch and it doesn't really say what size. Oh, it does, 1.5 inches. Right, so that's 1.5 inches. So first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to need a marker pen for this, or something nice and thick. So first of all, you want to be able to create the body for it. So what I do is I just get a marker pen and I just curve it round, because if you start bending it, you'll just crease it and spoil the effect. So what you're aiming to do is fit this lid. So bend it round like this, just because you're going to cut some off. Now make it spot on the edge, like that, and then cut off any excess you don't need, probably leaving, I would say, I don't know, probably about 4mm. So just, that's it. So we've got it to that stage. Now normally I like to use a nice craft glue for this, because I get so stuck up with this. This is ideal for wood and stuff, but for paper craft I like to use a craft glue. But like I say, I'm only doing these videos again because I've had to take them off YouTube, because this is one that I actually did with music, and I think sometimes they go better. Right, so you want to make sure that that is going to fit there. So this is the main body, not the rim. Did I say the rim? Can't remember. Right, so what we're going to do, see what I mean about this glue. Right, we're going to get all stuck up. That's what we're going to do. Sorry about this. I'm not too concerned about getting too much glue on the base, but I want to try not to get too much glue on the lid, because I want that to come on and off. I don't know why I want it to come on and off, there's no particular reason, but anyway. So stick that on there, like that. I'm trying to use tweezers, that way I might not get myself so stuck up and bounce the phone. Right, so that's that. Pretty straightforward, like that. Try and get it nice and even. Right, so now you've done that bit. So simple, really, so simple. Now, because you're putting the rim on, use that bit as a guide. So just wrap that round like that, keeping it reasonably tight, but not too tight where you can't get it on and off. So that should be now the right size that you need. I hope I've got this angled right. Right, so let's cut this off a bit and put a bit of glue on that. I like doing these hat boxes because you can actually decorate them. Get some nice pretty flowers and lace, and oops, might help put the lid on the right way. Right, so just stick that, just hold it for a bit. Like so, and I've got it all over my fingers and I won't be able to touch anything. Right, so that's stuck. So hopefully, yeah, we can get that on and off. So now, what you want to do is stick this to the base there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue around the rim of this hat. That's why I like to use a craft glue. It's a little bit more forgiving. I mean, I've got plenty of PVA glue, but I haven't actually done it with PVA glue. So I don't, and it's instant bond that I particularly want. If I was just making these now, so I could leave to dry, but it's like an instant bond that I want to be able to show you. So keep the glue to a minimum on the lid. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is stick that on there. And hopefully it won't stick to the towel. So we're sticking that just on the rim, like that. Try and get it nice and level. Like that. So that's your lid. It's a tiny little weeny bit big. So if I was using ordinary craft glue, I could undo that now and just make it a little bit more smaller. Anyway, you've got the gist of that, but still, that for me, that is just a tiny little bit too big, but I can't really adjust it now because I've stuck it down. So, put the two together, and that basically is how you make a hat box. Now when you've put everything together, try and keep all your seams to the back, because that just keeps it more tidy. And then you can decorate it how I've done with, let me have a look, just bits of ribbon and what have you. Sort of like pretty it up with bits of ribbon, little flower buds, stick a little flower bud on the top. I mean, if I show you all how to decorate it, I'll be here forever and a day. Little flower buds, ribbons. I'm trying to think what else that they used. Like across the top, I've just put a piece of ribbon and stuck some little embellishments on. So there, pretty simple. And if you're making like a little hat box, if you're making like a shop like I did, this comes in handy, because these are quite expensive to buy, these kind of things, and it's good fun making it. Anyway, thanks for joining me then. Bye for now.